Hello, everybody. This is Insane Weather here. Hope everybody's having a great and wonderful Sunday evening. Thanks for tuning into my video. It is around 5:13 p.m. Eastern Time, May 14th, 2023. And today we're going to talk about a powerful storm that devastated the Carolinas, Virginia, even up to Maryland, with its powerful tropical storm force winds and record-breaking rainfall. Now, this storm lived very long, mainly over the ocean, as it moved west towards Bermuda in the United States. It started off as a little tropical wave August 30th and hit the coast of North Carolina around September 4th as a Category 1 storm. Now, don't get me wrong, this storm was very strong, but the strong parts, the very, very severe parts and strong parts of the storm was off the in the Atlantic Ocean before it hit the coast of North Carolina. This storm was a Category 4 with wind as high as 140 miles per hour. Now let's look at the track of the hurricane from National Hurricane Center. So this is the first advisory. No, the second actually. This is a potential tropical cyclone 6, maximum sustained winds at around 30 miles per hour. So the storm did start off as a 30 mile per hour tropical low. Now moving west at 9 miles per hour. So the National Hurricane Center and everybody that does the weather was watching this storm. Now, as you keep the track going, this is August 31st. This is when it turns into a tropical depression 6. So, Hurricane Florence was the first major hurricane of 2018 hurricane season. So, the storm was very, very powerful due to winds and what it did to the coast of the United States, including South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, and parts of Maryland. Now, as we keep the track going, it's now a tropical depression 6. This is as Friday, August 31st, 2018. This is the 7th advisory. Max sustained winds around 35 miles per hour, moving west-northwest at 14 miles per hour. So it did gain strength a little. It did move a little faster. Now, this storm is expected to gain strength up and down. Now, you can see it is expected to be a tropical storm in around 14 hours or so. You can see it's now a tropical storm as of September 1st and 2nd. Maximum sustained winds around 60 miles per hour, moving west-northwest at around 15 miles per hour. This is the 12th advisory from the National Hurricane Center. It's about 5 a.m. Now, as we keep the track going, you see it states a tropical storm that does increase in winds. You can see it is very close to a hurricane. It's still a tropical storm. Florence, though, that's around September 4th. This is around the early hours of 5 a.m. This is very, very early, September 4th. In the National Hurricane Center, this is their 20th advisory, moving west-northwest at 13 miles per hour. 70 mile per hour winds, actually. So it is very, very close. You can see the orange around the storm, the center of the storm, that detains tropical storm force winds. So you can keep the track going. Now a hurricane. You can see, as we stop that a little, this is about 2 days later, it's now a hurricane. Maximum sustained winds at 105. Expected to gradually go up a little, then come back down, but moving northwest actually at 10 miles per hour, moving close to Bermuda, around a couple hundred miles away from Bermuda. This is the 29th advisory, moving northwest at 10 miles per hour. The center is around 24.6 degrees north, 48.6 degrees west. So the storm is gaining strength. It is expected to gain strength for the next couple of hours. Now, you can see the storm did go back to a tropical storm. That is due to heavy wind shear. The wind shear disrupted the storm, kind of disorganized it. It came past the storm, and it disorganized the storm, which caused it to weakening. Now, it is around, maximum sustained winds around 65 miles per hour again, but it's expected to go back up. As you can see in the model, it's expected to be a major hurricane by Tuesday, moving west at 7 miles per hour. This is from the National Hurricane Center. This is September 7th, 2018. Now, if you go about 2 days or so, it's expected to gain strength again. This is September 8th. Still 70 miles per hour. Well, it went up 70 miles per hour. It's still a tropical storm. Moving west at 5 miles per hour. This is advisory number 38. Now, to keep the track going, it is now a hurricane again. Hurricane Florence as of September 9th, 2018 advisory. Number 42 from the National Hurricane Center. Max sustained winds around 85 miles per hour, moving west at 7 miles per hour. You can see the current wind extent. Tropical storm force winds have gotten larger. As we keep the track going, You can see the wind speed tip going up a little. This is 140 miles per hour winds as of September 11th, moving around west northwest at around 15 miles per hour. Center location 26.4 degrees north, 64.1 degrees west. So the storm is gaining strength. This is how high it's supposed to actually go. This is how high it's supposed to go, and it's supposed to weakening as it gets inches closer towards the coast, Carolina coast. Now, this is the 48th advisory from the National Hurricane Center. And September 11th, it's still 140 miles per hour winds, moving west-northwest at 17 miles per hour. So it is still a Category 4 storm. And to keep the track going, it's supposed to weaken due to it interacts with wind shear again. And the oceans get a little cooler. So it is now down to 30 miles per hour wind. So it's still a Category 4, strong Category 4. But the strong of it won't, the severe winds of it won't impact the coast. You can see they're under Carolinas and South Carolina, parts of South Carolina and North Carolina are under hurricane warning and watches and tropical storm watches. So this storm they are very alerted about this storm. You can see the wind field of the storm. Tropical storm force winds are a couple hundred miles away from the center of the storm, and the hurricane force winds are still around the center of the storm. This is the 52nd advisory. This is September 12th. It's 2 days before landfall. The southern coast, North Carolina, moving west-north at 17 miles per hour. So it is moving pretty fast. Now, as we keep this track going, this is September 12th, moving northwest at 16 miles per hour. Max sustained winds at around 125 miles per hour. So this storm is still a major hurricane, Category 3. Now the storm very, 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 very start to be very, very slow. Start to move very, very slow. Now if you keep the track going, you can see September 13th, just a day before the hurricane hits the coast. You can see moving northwest at 12 miles per hour, so it is moving at a good rate. Maximum sustained winds at around 110 miles per hour, so it is regular Category 2. You can see it's weakening due to wind shear and in a cooler ocean water. So you can see it's hitting the coast is right now just borderline coast of North Carolina. It is close to hitting Wrightsville, North Carolina, as the first location to hit, with winds at around 90 miles per hour. It is still a Category 1. Hit the coast at a Category 1 and then weakening to a tropical storm and depression as it moved further inland. Now, this storm is very, very powerful. It did set a record-breaking rainfall total around 30 inches in some areas of South Carolina and North Carolina. Now, the storm had to track and move. Let's keep this track going. You can see it's tropical storm force winds, and right now it did head into South Carolina, so it didn't stay in North Carolina very long. It did bring record-breaking rain, storm surge, and all that. It wasn't really about the wind. It was about the rain. It brought 30 inches in some areas. Some areas getting to 25 to 30 inches. So, on top of that, storm surge, so it makes it even worse. They're dealing with record-breaking flooding. Just what Matthew did 2 years ago. Same thing. But this storm moved further inland, and it made way more rain. It is about 45 miles per hour, so it is a tropical storm. It is just winds are kind of strong and moving west at 2 miles per hour. So it is stay in the Carolinas for about 2 days due to its speed. Now let's look at the National Weather Service, and let's look at the charts. You can see Elizabethtown, North Carolina, got over 35 inches of rain. Very, very, very high. So this storm very, very did bring a lot of rain. It wasn't really about the wind, it was about the rain as it moves further inland. This was North Carolina. Most North Carolina got the most rain, though. And as it moved, Virginia, it spawned a lot of tornadoes and everything. Now, as you go over here, you can see this. This is the map. You can see over 29 inches of rain. This is the South Carolina coastline and North Carolina. So it did bring a lot of rain, especially to the coast. But storm surge with it makes it even worse. Now, this was the satellite imagery. You can see it still got that perfectly defined eye. It looks very good. You can see the rain rain bands. The yellow and orange, that's the heaviest rain bands. Now this is the damage it did to the storm. Will allow me to go, but you can see right here. You can see all that flooding, the damage to the house right there. This is all the damage the storm did. It mainly brought flooding. The flooding was the biggest threat. It was record breaking. I don't think the Carolinas seen anything like this from a tropical storm. This is the first time they've seen probably in years. So this is what it did, and it spawned a lot of tornadoes actually within the rain bands. It spawned tornadoes throughout its track. So as it moved inland, it spawned tornadoes and weakening. Usually hurricanes do that. As it moves inland, it starts to weakening and it starts to spawn tornadoes. So that's just what it does. And I thank you guys for watching my video. Hope you guys like and subscribe. And there will be more videos just like this coming up. And appreciate you guys. This is insane weather here coming at you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.